you guys? Welcome to the channel where we make StarCraft into one of the most epic ways to play, win, and get reactions from people. Like this. Or this. And this. So are you ready? Let's do it, guys. What's going on, you guys? So today we've got a game where I'm going to be doing some nukes, some Irradiate, and making the away team think that they're winning only to lose in the end. Once they realize that there's nukes coming down at them. So, alright guys, so we've got myself at the bottom left corner. I've got another ally at 11 o'clock. I got another ally at 12 o'clock, so he's Protoss. And the other one's Protoss, and I'm Terran. We've got the away team. We've got 9 o'clock, who's Zerg. We've got Red, who's Protoss. And then we've got White at the top right, who's Terran. And those three are actually friends. I played with them before. I think they're from China. I think they're a China team, from what I remember. They're not bad. I don't think they play too much BGH, but they are pretty good players. Obviously better than average. And yeah, so I think they're probably not used to witnessing different troll plays being played on them, so it's gonna be a funny experience for them today. I think at the very end of it, they're gonna definitely remember who I am. So yeah. All right, so I told my allies to go and attack Terran, so they're doing that right now, and obviously you guys know that puts pressure on Terran, so we can put him behind. So the fact that he's being attacked right now, I think that's probably gonna put about maybe about 15-20 seconds behind right now, so that's great for me. I'm gonna go into a standard tank drop, so I'm gonna do some tank drops on their allies, hopefully take one out. If not, then at the very least we'll slow some down and hurt them. And then after that I'll morph into a Wraith build, because as you guys know, when you do advances like that, they typically don't expect it. So if you do like a tank drop, they're gonna think that you're gonna go into a more traditional mech build. But I'm gonna go into Wraiths so that they won't be able to expect that, and so it's gonna be kind of like an advanced counter on them. So you'll see what that looks like in a little bit here. So yeah, so my allies have 11 and 12, so they do have an advantage because they're both at the same choke point, so that's gonna be okay for them. Just getting them to put some pressure on them, and if they can't put pressure, they can't defend, then at the very least they are together, so then they can help each other because they're close by each other here. So they did put a pylon wall, so that's good. I went to Zerg, tried to do a drop there, but it looks like he's got a lot of sunks and spores, so I went to Terran instead. So I'm gonna drop at his cliff and probably slow him down, or hopefully we can take him out as well too. So see what that looks like here. Alright, got the tank on the cliff, and then I'm going to drop just behind his mineral. I'm not going to siege that one because, you know, they typically want to go and send SCVs and kill it. So instead of doing that, I'm just going to drop that one there. And if he does bring vultures close to the tank that's on the cliff, this one here, because it's not siege, it can take those ones out as well too. So just got to pick it up, keep microing, and take out any more vultures or Goliaths or SCVs that are going to be around. So. And look at that, guys. I mean, we took out quite a bit there. He's probably about like 3 minutes behind because he's not mining. He's lost a lot of SCVs as well too, so that's great. Now back at home, I've got Wraiths being made here, so I got about 5, and that should be enough. I also did upgrade Cloak, and the one key tip here, guys, is don't cloak right away when you're attacking, because if you cloak right away, they're thinking they're gonna bring overlords, so you want to delay that. So when they bring anti-air units, then you cloak. So I'll show you what that looks like. So remember when I mentioned doing kind of an advanced counter? So look at that. He's not prepared for it because he didn't make any E-base, he doesn't have any units, he doesn't have any marines, nothing to support him. So, and then if you look at his allies are probably going to bring some goons or something to help him. So I'm not going to cloak yet. Now I'm going to cloak because I cloaked now they realize, shit, I don't have any overlords here. So yet again, it's going to buy me more time so I can harass him more and kill some more SCVs. So the whole point of this is just to put Terran behind, and hopefully we can take him out as well too. So just got to keep taking out the workers as much as I can. And yeah, and then back at home, I've built another command center. I'm going to use that as an expo, and I'll have the science facility down pretty quick, so then we can get the nukes started here. So then my allies went to Terran, told them to go to Terran, and then we can finish him off. Now, because this Terran lifted his command center, that's a big mistake, because I'll just take that out with the Wraiths. And then this Zerg over here, I think I expected that he's going to go Mutas, which is he's going to be definitely surprised, because he's not going to expect a Terran that's going to be able to micro against that. So check this out. So I cloaked it, and then he made speed overlords, upgraded the research of the speed, and he's trying to take my race out, or actually trying to confront me, but he didn't realize that I could micro that, so he's probably a bit shocked and surprised there now. So I told my allies to go Terran, and then while he's trying to attack those units, I'm just going to attack him. Attack his Mutas. Yeah, I just got to keep running away, just got to keep microing, because when I run away, he runs back, and then I just re-click right and attack him, just like that. There you have it, guys. So I got the command center down, and I'm going to transfer the SCVs. Got the science facility, covert ops started. Got a third command center, because I'm going to try to go for 3 nukes and nuke these guys. Keep one thing in mind, guys, is when you're playing a decent game, where they're decent players, they're good players, it's very hard to be able to do troll plays on these guys. So I'm fortunate that I can be able to do this. And you know what, these guys have probably never witnessed or had troll plays done on them much before, because they play a more standard traditional inners with decent players, but they probably haven't witnessed this yet from somebody like me. So again, they're definitely gonna remember me here. So my allies are doing a 2 versus 1 on red, and surprisingly, they're having a hard time here. So that means that red's pretty decent. Now keep in mind, green's not bad. Blue, if you played with him before, he's obviously a character. People probably know him. People are obviously, if they see him, they definitely want to go and kill him, because he does carry a name where you want to get some revenge on him. I made his other alias, which is 911. I'm definitely not him, as you guys know. So we did that because we want to confuse the players here. And then I got tired of making Wraiths, because I'm going to use my APM on Nuking, so I made Valkyries instead, because I expected that Zerg's just going to keep making Mutas. So check this out, he's making mass Mutas trying to attack my ally over here, so I'm just going to go and wipe them out. So check this out. Oh man, I'm just raining on his party here. Yeah, I mean, typically when you make Valkyries like that, like Zerg they just can't make Mutas anymore, so they're gonna have to either transition to Hydralisk or Scourges. So yeah, and I'll use those Valkyries later to kill Overlords, so that I can nuke him as well too. So back at 11 o'clock, Red's making some progress here. He's putting a lot of pressure on both my allies. Pretty disappointing, because it is 2 versus 1 on red, but they're having a hard time here, so it's okay. So I got the nukes started, guys, killed the Overlords, wiped them out, got the nukes, put the red dot on the spore because he can't see it, and wiped them out just like that. This Zerg's probably like, what the fuck would happen? Like, who nukes somebody inside an inner game? And then I ran away and just picked them up and ran away. So and yeah, so it looks like blue's gonna get wiped out. Yeah, I guess I'm a little bit surprised, but at the same time not too surprised. So, and after wiping out the Zerg with 2 nukes, I'm gonna go after red now as well too, while he's attacking my allies. So for red, I'm gonna try to do 3 nukes. I'm gonna do a nuke at his expo, and I'm gonna do 2 nukes at his home base. So what I want to do here, guys, is I'm gonna try to trick him. So I'm gonna nuke 1 nuke, and I'm just gonna let him see the dot. I'm gonna put it right on the grass here, on the green spot here, and so he can see it. And then I'll do a 2nd nuke at his home base, and he won't see those because nobody expects to get nuked multiple times here, right? So did that, and then I'm gonna drop these 2 ghosts here. So that nuke goes down, kills out all the probes, and then I nuke his home base here as well too, and I put the red dot on the cannon so he can't see it. See? Boom. Picked it up, ran away, and now red's obviously, he's making some progress killing both my allies, but when he looks back, he realizes his base is pretty much gone. And then I realized that my allies are going to get wiped out, so I made a bunch of factories, and I'm just going to go into a traditional mech build, and I'll just clean up afterwards. So, and then Zerg here is trying to find the ghost at red space, but there's none there. So, okay, so I took middle, put some mines there because I don't want red to come back and help his base, and I'm just going to clean the floor here, guys, with red. And then back at Zerg, I don't expect him to have too much there because I did nuke him earlier. And keep in mind, again, I'm sure Red has not gotten nuked inside an inner game before, especially being a decent player. He's probably very shocked right now. Oh man. And yeah, so I mean, it's pretty much cleaning up at this point, guys. So let's see how much they can resist. So I'm expecting right now that they're probably taking some expansions because obviously they want to diversify and try to run away, obviously because they're seeing that they've been nuked. Red's going to bring back his units at 11 o'clock back to his home base to save it, but I don't think he can do it because I got the turret here. He can't see the mines. He can't go further because the turret's going to kill the observer. Oh man, I'm just gonna keep the nukes raining down because I want to keep them guessing and making them nervous, because typically when you have nukes raining down, everyone gets nervous, right? Because they're like, I don't know if it's me, I don't know where it's gonna land. So they're worrying right now about nukes, they're worrying about being attacked, they're pretty much worried about everything right now. So that's what I want them to be nervous. And then Zerg here switched back to Mutas, which I'm surprised. So because obviously I've got upgrades and I've got more upgrades coming soon as well too, so I'm surprised that he made it. So I went and cleaned up the Zerg's expansion at 5 o'clock as well, and then this Zerg, he's trying to help 3 o'clock here, and they got DTs as well too. So I'll just bail out of that because I don't have a science facility or a science vessel yet, but I'll have that soon because I realize he's making Dark Templars and as well as Mutas as well too. So I'll use these science vessels as dual purpose. So I got Irradiate as well too, and I'll save that to the end. A nice surprise for Zerg here. So go back, clean up red. And then this Zerg he's smart. He's staying at middle, trying to pick off any Goliaths that are going to be wandering off, trying to reach 3 o'clock. So that's smart of him for doing that. But I think he's definitely not going to be able to save red here. So yeah. So red is pretty much his 3 o'clock is going to be clean soon. I'm laying down another nuke again just to keep them anxious. Okay, so it looks like it's wiped out. I don't need to stay here too much, so I'm just gonna leave 2 tanks with some turrets around. I'm gonna go to 1 o'clock and wipe out Protoss because Protoss is more of a threat. So, and then Zerg's gonna bring all the Mutas there. So check this out. He's got maybe about 24. Because he's trying to stack all of them. 24 Mutas, pretty much 4 Irradiates, wiped them all out. So ruined his party there. So yeah, guys, there you have it. I think this is the end for them. So I'm wondering what they're contemplating right now. I wonder what they're thinking. It's definitely going to be a first time for them to witness the sort of a troll play being played on them, especially in their games. So hopefully they remember me. That'll be really funny. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed the game IQ and some of the commentary on just what decent players are thinking when they're playing a game and how you set up nukes when you're playing against competitive players as well too, guys. So if you haven't subscribed already, guys, please do. Definitely does support me, and I've got tons more games that we're going to be doing, and hopefully doing more troll plays against good players as well too, guys. So there you have it, guys. I'll look forward to seeing you guys on the next one.